Good afternoon. My name is Deidre Steed. I've been in education for over 30 years. I've had experience as a teacher, as an instructional coach, and also as elementary director. Welcome today. I'm looking forward to talking to you about basic early literacy skills. I have post-it notes on your tables. If you have questions along the way, feel free to write them on the post-it notes, and you can post them on the parking lot in front of the room. There are 5 basic early literacy skills, and we're going to talk through each of them and relate them to our Bels next. These skills were identified in the year 2000 by the National Reading Panel and also in 1998 by the National Research Council. These essential skills are necessary for the brain to be able to read. The skills are predictive of reading success and achievement, and successfully using these skills allows us to comprehend. Please follow along today in your manual on page 3. Now, I know you're on page 3, but I'm worried about your neighbor. Look to see if they're on page 3. On the page labeled Basic Early Literacy Skills. As we move through today's presentation, we will work on defining each skill. The first component we're going to talk about today is phonemic awareness. This critical skill sets the foundation for reading. Often when you work with struggling readers, you see gaps in this area. It's critical for reading success. We look at the PSF, the phoneme segmentation fluency measure, to check on how the kids are doing with phonemic awareness. It's the ability to hear sounds. You can do this skill in the dark. Phonological awareness is the broader piece. It's the ability to identify and manipulate sounds. Phonemic awareness is a more narrow term. It is purely auditory. Like I said before, you can do this skill in the dark. There is no need for print or visuals. Phonemic awareness is the most fundamental piece of reading. Our next skill is phonics. Unlike phonemic awareness, it requires visuals and print. There are visuals involved with phonics. Our Bels next distinguishes between basic phonics skills and advanced. We look at 2 measures, nonsense word fluency and DORF, Bels oral reading fluency. The skills of phonics have several components. One of the first ones is the alphabetic principle. It's just matching letters to sounds. The next piece is basic phonics. That's our vowel consonant words, our consonant vowel consonant words. It's our simple word patterns. Advanced phonics moves our reader into a more difficult area, into sounding out more complex words. Skills such as reading combinations of letters like blends and digraphs, vowel teams, and understanding the way a letter is positioned in the syllables part of our advanced phonics. Finally, word attack skills, the way we know how to pronounce a letter, a word, or understanding the meaning of the word is a very important piece of this. When thinking about phonics, we understand that there's those 4 components, and we've just talked about them. Please turn and talk to your partner to review these 4 components. Thank you. I heard good recaps of the slide. Next, we're moving to fluency. Fluency definitely influences our comprehension. It involves the accurate and fluent reading of connected text. Students' confidence grows as their fluency grows. When they can recognize words automatically, it allows them to be able to think and comprehend about what they're reading. Strategies such as reader's theater, hearing good readers read, and just practicing oral reading fluency helps us in this area. Of course, the fluency is connected to our DORF, our Bels oral reading fluency. Through this measure, we can get a good idea of how well a child's going to comprehend text. Next, we're going to kind of look at the icing of the cake, what we're looking for when we are good readers. And that, of course, is reading comprehension. It's our reason for reading. Comprehension is the product that happens when everything else is in line. Comprehension has to be in place for a student to understand what they've read. It is understanding, not just word calling. Reading fluently and not struggling to call every word helps with that reading comprehension. The student can turn their thoughts to what they are comprehending. There are many strategies that you can use to teach comprehension. Comprehension has to be taught directly and explicitly and in a systematic way. I want you to again turn and talk to your partner and name one strategy you teach your students in order to comprehend text. The last basic early learning literacy skill that we're going to talk about today is vocabulary. It's the way we make meaning of words, either spoken or written. It's the use of the words to communicate effectively. And many times in the classroom, we have to help build our students' vocabulary, whether it's providing background experiences, learning vocabulary through words, or direct instruction in vocabulary. Often there's some gaps in that vocabulary that we have to fill. Vocabulary and understanding the words helps the students comprehend. Today we've discussed the basic early literacy skills that set that critical foundation for reading. They allow the brain to read. When gaps are in these areas, we have to intervene and close those gaps so that the student can comprehend effectively. As we're closing up this presentation, remember to use the Post-it notes on your table for any questions, and we'll answer those in the next session. Also, don't forget to turn and thank your partner for all the hard work that y'all have done together today. Thank you.